Getting this game to work was enough of a pain in the ass that I'm going to consider it malware.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, your webcam's frozen. God damn it.
Ah, cool.
I
Rad.
fixed it.
Uh, Hi, welcome. This is a Nancy Drew game. Now, some of you might be
Happy! Long time no
not
see.
some guy named Da Fratas resubscribed for 19 months. Sure. Um, so several years ago, like back in I want to say 2012, 13, I don't know exactly the year. A friend of ours for my birthday just gifted me 3 Steam games. 2 of them were rather normal. One was Valkyria Chronicles, the other was Skullgirls, and then one was a game called Nancy Drew's Shadow at the Water's Edge. To this day, I still don't know why the fuck he gave me that game. He doesn't know why the fuck he gave me that game. And I was like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if I let's played this Nancy Drew game? And then I did. It's bad. Don't go watch it. It's terrible. I
I
don't
just
even know if
want
it's still around, actually.
I just want everyone to know that the this game has to be running windowed to enable to stream it. And the window is so small that like the preview on OBS is takes up more space on my screen than the actual window does.
Fuck yeah.
Like I need to
Uh,
squint to read this text.
so
And
after doing that Let's Play, uh,
just real quick, in case you were wondering if you could change the resolution, you sure
so this,
fucking can't.
this game came out in 2007, and you can fucking tell.
You know what else came out in
Uh,
2007? Portal. Portal has resolution options. In fact, Half-Life 2 from 2004 also has resolution settings.
yeah, but Half-Life 2 wasn't being built on the same engine that they had been building games on since 1998. That they didn't stop building games on until 2015. These games are clunky, they're weird. I have a huge soft spot for this franchise. I've personally streamed slash played 7 of them out of the 32 that are available. There's actually 33, but one of them got delisted forever from everything. Uh,
So, full screen 1 is best for CRT monitors, and full screen 2 is best for LCD or widescreen monitors. You know,
uh, this is 2 games after they started being able to put windowed mode in the game. In the game. The ones before this, like 10 of them before this, the only way I was able to stream the like 5 I have was I loaded up a fucking virtual machine and ran the game through that. It's a pain in the ass, and it's why I haven't gone to the back to the older ones yet. Now, this could go one of 3 ways. I've never done this with another person before. Either this game could be pretty good. There are some examples of that. Shadow at the Water. Yeah, Matt is playing. Matt is the one playing. We're not 100%.
yep.
I'm not 100% certain that my computer would be able to stream it currently. I'll test it again some other time because I want to get back to these. It could be good. There are a couple examples of that. Shadow at the Water's Edge is pretty all right. The final scene is actually a really, really good adventure game. It could be really bad, but bad in a funny way, like Trail the Twister, which almost caused me to have a nervous breakdown, I'm pretty sure. Or it could be really boring, like Secret of the Scarlet Hand. We don't want that third one. One last thing before we actually start. These are essentially edutainment games, but not really. Each one takes place at a different location, and usually they have like mini games and stuff to try and teach you about that location. This game takes place in New Orleans. There
Oh,
might be some questionable stuff in here. Just a heads up. Uh
So you've never played this one. You don't know what we're about to see, right?
I have no fucking idea what's gonna happen in this game. I have a policy of going into these completely blind.
Okay.
Um,
So you're not saying there will be bad shit in here. You're saying you can't guarantee there isn't.
I'm saying people seem to think that New Orleans and voodoo are a thing.
Okay. So real quick, just everyone, for some reason there was like some weird negative space for on this layout, which I tried to fix. Does the chat look better like this or like this? Because right now, for whatever reason, that's as high as the chat will go in this setting. So
Let's do the first one.
yeah, the one we're looking at right now is number 2, and then this is number 1. Which one's better?
I think that one.
This one?
Feel like I'm at an optometrist appointment. 1 or 2?
Mm. 1 looks better. All right.
Yeah.
1.
All right.
We're doing 1. All right. Speaking of optometrist appointment, like I said, this is small. Like, here, let me real quick. Let me show you what I'm working with here. That's the window. That's all I've got.
Beautiful.
You can see the Twitch stream behind it. Let me cover that up so it's not confusing anyone. Yeah, this is the window. That's the OBS monitor. They're the same size. So
hell yeah, baby.
So
Hell
yeah.
2007.
Gonna be
All
a
right.
good time. Okay.
One Steam review for this game, Henry plays. So these games actually have like a rather loyal fan base.
All right, how to be a
sound.
detective. All right, what's new?
As always, your mission is to solve the mystery by stepping into my shoes and deciding my every move. But before you get started, maybe I should explain some of the things you'll be seeing on the screen. On the lower left side of the screen, you'll see icons for the things that I, Nancy Drew, need, like my inventory, journal and task list, cell phone. While on the lower right side of the screen, you'll see icons for the things you as the player need, like options, load, save, and exit icons. The icon in the mat above the screen lets you know when I'm wearing something I found in the course of the game. Take a look at the chapter titled Icons.
No,
for
the
more
Hardy Boys
details.
don't seem to be in this
one.
one.
In this game, you can use your cell phone to call Ned Nickerson. He's my boyfriend. And you can call
That's
Bess
not what it
Marvin,
says,
one of my
Nancy.
best
Read it
friends,
again.
sharing this adventure with me.
Apparently Matt checked the only deck supported Nancy Drew
Wait,
game
whoa,
is
whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
In fact,
wait, what?
In fact, by calling Bess, you can actually become her.
You
and by
can
calling me,
switch
you
characters
can
in this
become
game?
me.
I've never seen that's never been in any of the ones I've fucking played. Holy shit!
Okay.
There's a second playable character in this.
Moving
To
around.
get from one place to another in the game, just move your cursor around
This
on
is
the
the most
screen
fun
and click
part.
when an arrow pointing in the direction you want to go appears. An arrow pointing forward allows you to go forward, while a back arrow allows you to step back. Sometimes up and down arrows are available too. Give it a try. Find the forward arrow and check out Mr. Woogle Woggle. He's my teddy bear. When you want to turn around, move your cursor to the bottom of the screen until it
Mr.
turns
Woogle
into
Woggle,
an arrow
why
that
do you
looks
look like
a U-turn
you
or
were
back arrow,
fucking-
and click.
Google Woggles on. NWR staff is doing deliberations for Game of the Year tonight, and instead we're here doing this.
So the voice you're hearing is that of Lanny Manella, who
I always
voiced
use my
Nancy Drew
magnifying glass
for
to scan my
17
surroundings
fucking
for
years
When it
until
turns
Her
red,
Interactive
I know I'm onto
fired
something.
her
When your
to get a
magnifying
younger
glass turns
voice
into a question
actress.
mark, you can talk to someone.
Fans did
When
not
it
take
becomes
that
a hand,
well.
You can use it to open and close things, pick up objects, and move things around. To see how this works,
Voice of
move your
Bubsy
mouse
3D.
over this
Also,
scene
Luke
until the
Triton
magnifying glass turns red,
in North
then
American
click to
Professor
zoom in.
Layton. And apparently Maya Amino in Persona 2, I
See
found
how the
out.
magnifying glass turned into a hand when you click on an object with a
And
hand
Pit
cursor,
in Brawl.
that object gets added to your inventory. To see what's in your inventory, just click on the inventory icon at the bottom of the screen.
Specifically,
To
Rouge
use
from
an item that's in
Sonic,
your
her
inventory,
first
just
voice.
click on it. In
Is
fact,
Nancy not
try
aged?
clicking
No.
on the key.
Nancy does not age. She is.
See
I'm
how
pretty
the
sure
cursor
been
turned
like.
into the item you clicked on? Use the key to click
I don't
on the
know how
lock on
old
my
Nancy is,
suitcase,
but
and
she's
you'll
been
see
that
how good
age
I've gotten
for
at packing.
like 20
To
years.
return an object to your
in the
inventory,
games.
just click on the inventory icon. Then click on the open
I don't think
inventory
it's Lanny
box, and
Minella
the
in Sonic
objects will
06.
Go back into storage.
Because Sonic
You
06
can
was after
close
they
your
switched to the
inventory
4Kids
by
cast, and I'm
clicking
pretty
on the
sure Lanny
square
Minella
in
was the
upper
first voice of
right-hand
Rouge.
corner by clicking on the inventory icon,
Find
or
out.
by clicking on another icon. I keep reminders to myself in my journal. Click on the notebook icon at the bottom left
If I
of the
remember
screen, and
correctly,
you'll see what I mean.
Lanny Minella was
I
the
try to
voice
keep my notes
director for
tidy
Sonic
by
Adventure
putting them
2,
into
and she
categories.
told the
Just
story
click on a
Yeah,
of
category,
how
and
she,
see all the
of
entries
how
on
she
that
looked
topic I've
at the
made up to
script,
that point in the
and
game.
for
Click
when
on the
Sonic
clipboard
drowns, the
icon,
script
and if
said
you're a junior
glub glub,
detective, you'll see a
and
list
she
of what
went
I
to
need to
Yuji
do.
Naka, and she was like,
Organized
"We don't
person
have
as
to
I am,
say
once I've done
glub glub,
something, I
right?
check it
You just
off.
want us like to
When you
make
want to make a phone
sounds of
call, just
drowning,"
click
and
on the
Yuji
cell
Naka
phone
said,
icon, and
"No,
you'll be
you're
able to
going
call
to
anyone
say
whose
glub
number I've
glub."
come across during the game. Just click on a name, and the phone will do the
Ah,
rest.
I didn't pay attention to any of this.
it's
Uh,
it's really easy.
okay, so notes in the notebook.
Clipboard gives you
Clipboard.
and if you're a junior detective, you'll need to see the. Why is it only junior detective? That's weird. You've got a checklist of shit that you have to manually check off when you do it. It won't let you check it off if it's not done.
Okay, and when you want to make a phone call, just click on the cell phone icon to be able to call anyone. Okay. Inventory.
To see what's in your inventory, just click
You've
on the
already seen this
inventory
part.
icon at the bottom of the.
Oh, shit.
I
Icons.
keep reminding.
Nope. Talking to people.
Finding suspects is something all detectives need to know how to do. In the game, to get people to talk to you,
Mr.
all you have to
Wiggle
do
Woggle's
is
words.
If people talking to them, you have to click on them. Say I've clicked on Mr. Wiggle Woggle here. A conversation will appear in text box below during the scene. His words in yellow and my response is in blue. Can I respond to see what your suspect says next? Okay. Miscellaneous.
Before you can start playing, you need to decide whether to play as a junior or senior detective.
All right,
If you
so here's
choose
the
junior
thing.
detective, you'll get more
I know
hits than
your
you will if you're a
instincts say
senior
to pick
detective,
senior
and the
detective.
puzzles will be a little
This
easier.
is a
So when
bad
you're ready to start
idea.
playing, just click on the plane tickets and hang on to your hat.
Chat, vote.
Because the puzzles in these games, I've yet to find one that's good.
Got one vote for senior.
Sure a thing. Oh boy.
I'm only seeing a vote for senior, Joe.
I'm as somebody with a lot of. I do have a walkthrough open because believe me, at some point we'll need it.
Okay,
Not
so we'll be
because
fine.
It's hard, not because it's hard, but because.
Am I older than Joe? No, Joe. It's Joe's birthday. Joe, how old are you?
I'm 30. Don't remind me. I do have a walkthrough, not because these games are hard, but because we'll need one eventually.
Okay. What's this book? Scrapbook. Oh, it's you can see all previous games.
Older games. So I have played Secrets Could Kill. I've played Message in a Haunted Mansion. Wow, just go away from the page that I was reading.
This is a
Jeez.
lot.
I've played Treasure in the Royal Tower, Final Scene, Secret of the Scarlet Hand, and that's actually all on this page.
Okay. Why are there only 13 cases listed? This is the 17th game.
Good question. By the way, the game right before this was The White Wolf of Icicle Creek, the only one to ever be ported to a console. That console being the Wii.
All right. Wait, was it WiiWare?
No. Maybe. I don't know, actually. I don't
You got
think
it.
so.
You have to check. You have to.
I'm pretty sure it was just a regular Wii release.
All right. Case file.
Current assignment. What assignment? Bess and I are flying to New Orleans for a long weekend of fabulous music, sightseeing, and food. Okay, so I'm
Oh,
also
look at
going to
that
visit
face.
Ned's friend Henry Bolet, but only as a favor to Ned. Apparently, Henry's uncle just died, and he had to go down there for a couple of weeks. Ned says Henry's a nice guy, but kind of a loner who might appreciate a little company. So, the first thing I'll do is leave Bess at our hotel in the French Quarter and
I
take
love
a
that
cab
cut,
out
that
to the
editing
mansion
cut
where
in the
Henry's
voice acting.
staying. Ned called him and said I'd be coming. But once that's done, it'll be lazy les bon temps brûlés. The only bad news is the weather's not supposed to be that great this weekend. But what's a little stormy weather when you're in the heart of the Big Easy, right? Right.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Right.
Current
Oh,
assignment.
nope. What's the lamp do? Ah, the lamp turns on and
Yeah,
off.
just-
All right, senior detective, let's go.
All right.
Warning: it is best to play this game in a dark room. If it's daytime, draw the shades. If it's nighttime, turn off all the lights.
No.
I can go turn off the lamp.
Is this one supposed to be? 'Cause some of them try to be like pseudo horror, kind of, sort of. Like Shadow at the Water's Edge tries to be kind of a horror game. Is this one of those?
Should I go turn off the lamp before we start?
That's up to you. It's
Yeah, let me go do that.
I'm pretty sure Midnight at Salem had a jump scare that actually legitimately got me when I played the little I played of it. I'm glad we're standing outside of a big house on a dark and stormy night. It's a great place to start. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's been several years since I fucking played. How do we convince Hololive to play this? Her Interactive would never give them fucking permission to
All right,
play
now-
Nancy Drew games. There's no fucking way.
All right, now Joe, you turn off the lights.
No.
Channel points reward. Joe turns off the lights. The threshold is 1 channel point. All right, I guess we knock on the door.
Pa pennies.
Oh shit, ghosts.
Hello? Anybody here?
Hi, Pa Pennies. This is an interesting start.
Hi. The door was open.
This is a great start. Like Bayou Bucks. Hello, old lady? Yes.
Here, drink this.
What is it?
Something that'll make you feel better. Drink it. Just a couple sips.
Ma'am, I don't know you, and this drink is fucking green.
No thank you.
Don't make her drink any of your weirdo concoctions. Then I really will have to take her to the emergency room.
You just go back to your phone call and leave us be. Don't pay him any mind.
Hey, Can I ask a
Henry
question?
Bolet's house, dear, in the library. He and I carried you in here after I found you unconscious in the foyer.
We asked no questions.
The electricity went out. Lightning must have struck a transformer somewhere. What happened? Can you remember?
Well, the front door was open, so I walked in, and then I saw this. Well, I saw a skeleton. And then he saw me. And then the light started flickering, and he threw something at me that exploded. Well, the smoke must have made me pass out.
I woke
You
up and this
saw
old
a
lady I didn't
skeleton?
know was trying
I'm
to
sure
give
it
me a
was just
drink.
someone, wearing a costume or something. I'm Nancy Drew, by the way. I came to see Henry.
So we surmised. I'm Renee Amand. I'm Bruno Bolet's housekeeper. That is, I was. This skeleton
So
that
why are you
attacked
here?
Perhaps we should call the police.
No, no emergency room, no police. Things are complicated enough as it is.
That
I was feeling it might overwhelm.
That's what you say when you're the skeleton.
yeah,
That's
that's,
much
yeah,
better.
that's
So I'm
exactly.
gonna get back to my plant potting. You need anything? I'll be outside in the garden.
Why are you potting plants?
I should
Wait,
call them. and
Why is she
they're
still
the
here
Land.
doing garden work when she said she was the housekeeper?
I assume when she said she was the housekeeper, it's because the owner of the house died.
Hmm. Let's see. Oh no! Don't like that.
Welcome to Nancy Drew, baby.
Don't like that.
This is how they all play, man.
Ooh, I'm not clicking the mouse, by the way, in case anyone's wondering.
Every single one plays like this. Oh, here's a
yep.
puzzle.
That's gonna be a puzzle later.
Why are they teeth?
Either it's gonna be a puzzle later, or it's a distressingly bad puzzle right now.
Why is it teeth?
No, nothing. No, we're not done here yet.
Yeah, there's somebody sitting at the desk we gotta talk to before we can leave. Are you Henry? Are you hot?
So, Nancy, nice to meet you.
That's just a
Ned
young
sent
Johnny
word to check
Depp.
up on you, huh?
He's kind of worried about you, that's all.
Ned's a nice guy. I mean, I really don't know him that well, just from school. But when I mentioned that my only living relative just died, he was all like,
He looks
"Yeah?
so-
How you feeling, man? You doing okay? Want to talk?" Of course, I guess I do come across as a little needy sometimes.
Yeah, this guy's the skeleton.
Yeah, this guy's
You look pretty
absolutely the
busy.
fucking
Great Uncle
skeleton.
Bruno
Box
made
Lunch
me
just called they want their
executor
mannequin
of his estate, which means I have
back.
to make sure all his bills are paid and debts taken care of so his assets can be distributed. Unfortunately, he couldn't have cared less about
Game's a little quiet. I'm gonna turn it up. Tabbing out completely freezes it.
God, I love how
things like
fucking
keeping
bizarre
records or
people look in these
balancing
games.
checkbooks. Dealing with his creditors and their lawyers has been an absolute nightmare.
He made you his executor? You two must have been close.
Not really. My parents died in a car crash when I was 8. Since I had no other relatives, he took me in, or should I say he shipped me out. Boarding school, summer camp, military school, college. He may
Oh,
have
you
looked
got to go to
after me,
college?
but he never spent
Fuck
any
you,
time
dude.
with me. I didn't know him at all. So, thanks for stopping by, Nancy. And now you can report back to Ned that I'm fine and go enjoy New Orleans.
You have a
You're-
skeleton in your house.
yeah, you're being
Also,
very
you're probably the
suspicious.
I
skeleton.
can't. Not until I know who that skeleton man was and what he was doing here and why he knocked me out like that. Look, I can understand you're not wanting to call the police, but somebody should investigate. And since
I
playing
like that
detective
audible
is kind of a
editing
hobby
cut
with me,
again.
No
Yeah.
offense, but are you sure you didn't just pass out from the heat and humidity or something and dream that you saw the skeleton dude?
I'm positive.
That's
Okay.
not how it works.
Look around all you want. But I should probably warn you, Uncle Bruno was into exotic pets. Didn't believe in cages, so he gave him the run of the place. And just because he's dead doesn't mean they are.
Oh,
So if
fuck
you're gonna
yeah,
go
we're gonna get
poking
mauled
around,
by a tiger.
Be careful.
We're gonna get mauled by a
What?
just him lifting the fucking laptop with one hand and putting it into his lap was weird looking.
Oh, hi.
Okay. That's
Just gonna take that, I guess. Just-
I guess we have an eye now. Miniature Modelers of America, first place. Friend.
The game is remarkably unconcerned with the eye.
Like Nancy didn't even fucking comment on it. She just took it.
Yeah, we've got it now.
What
See.
the
Because I'm a senior detective, I don't need a task list.
Oh.
Oh, it
Oh.
completely turns it off.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's a problem.
that's a problem. You got that guide open?
I sure do.
Okay, we're gonna need it.
Oh, at some point we sure are. I assume that's supposed to be so that you make your own checklist. And,
I'm not gonna.
Me neither. Bridges to Nowhere. Camel in the Needle's Eye. One of the numbers are gonna be something, but he's in their prevention. Scorpio Mac.
Yeah, those numbers are gonna be something. Alright, we'll come back here when we need numbers. I wonder if those numbers could be something for the probable puzzle over here.
Maybe? There's way more than...
Yeah, I don't see how the numbers neatly translate into this.
Yeah. It's just the tooth shelf. Did you notice there are other teeth on there? Like big teeth statues?
Mm-hmm.
This
Ooh,
guy...
Dutch angles. The developer has learned from better games that directors sometimes tilt their camera, but they have not yet learned why.
Look at that fucking picture of the kid!
There's nothing here to examine.
It's so good! It's beautiful.
Ooh, clock.
Oh, there's another... Oh, eye! Eye!
Put the eye there.
Apparently not.
No,
Oh god, the clock has eyes.
it does seem to.
I don't like that.
Well, we can do that.
Oh, there's another puzzle for later.
And also one that I don't think those numbers are related to. Okay, there's nothing we can do here, right? You know?
Yeah, it didn't look like it. Alright, here's the skeleton room.
Okay, is this
The
what's this
40
involve?
Winks Mausoleum.
LEDs? Okay.
He was a fan of RGB.
What is this supposed to be a model of?
Did that say Sorrow Park? Is that what alligators sound like?
Probably not.
That sounded like a cow.
Oh, we
Hey,
found
another eye
Extremely not.
in a mausoleum.
Okay. See here. Can we go into crowing crypts? Nope. That's a fucking Fortnite location name. Like there would absolutely be a location in Fortnite named Crowing Crypts.
Hera Siesta.
The Arc de Triomphe.
That was weird music to put there, Bruno. His name is Bruno? I don't remember.
Uncle Bruno. Okay, so
Oh, that's
either
where I live. Sorrow Park.
okay, so either what's his name in the other room is the skeleton, or Uncle Bruno is the skeleton and he faked his death. All right, we're gonna need to remember these, I guess.
No, you can hit the... This is another puzzle. You can hit the arrows. I bet you money. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna need to find the symbols.
Uncle Bruno sure seemed to be into bones. Just a little too much into bones.
Might be the skeleton.
This is number 23 out of 33 of the 33 Nancy Drew games. Hell yeah! What's the best-selling one? I'm actually curious. I have a theory as to which one, because I know the one that I've seen. But it's with all the bones!
He's a skeleton. Like not the normal skeleton that people turn into when they die. Like
Midnight in Salem. Midnight in Salem's the highest selling? That's bizarre.
is that the most recent one?
Yeah.
Oh, I know exactly why. Like why people are until 2015 people were not buying Nancy Drew games on Steam.
Well, they didn't get... That's actually... Yes, you are correct. But not for the reason you think. They weren't on Steam until recently. They were like... I was reading... So
yeah, that does sound like people would not be buying them on Steam then.
So there's a Kotaku article that's really good that I actually used for OSC this week. That was about like what's happening at Her Interactive has seen better days recently, and nobody knows if they're working on a game now, which is really funny when you think about the 2 games every year from I don't need those children in my life.
Missing Portrait.
But apparently for a while they just fucking refused to put their games on their on Steam. They just didn't want to.
Okay.
Okay, we have Bird with a footprint. Please tell me it lets
Okay,
you
so
pick this up.
one of the things needs to be Bird, but I don't see any indication of which one.
Ghost of Thornton Hall was at, or no, I don't think it was one of the ones we were. Warnings at
put it-
Waverly
yeah, I think I put
Academy
it in
for
there.
sure was one of the options for tonight. The 3 options for tonight were this, Ghost of Thornton Hall, and Labyrinth of Lies.
Zeeks.
ID 213872. That's going to be important. Probably. I think there was something else in the coals. Were you able to click on the coals? I thought I saw the...
No.
No. Up,
Oh.
yeah, there.
Coal.
I guess we have a piece of coal now.
I'm sure we'll need it.
For what? Who the fuck knows? But we'll definitely need it.
Oh, thank God,
that
you can
table.
click. You can click. Oh, you can click to make it go faster, but then you'll accidentally click on a different thing. Fuck.
They all play like this, baby. Is that table? Is the coffee table anything? Or did we not? Did we already try to click that?
This,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say probably not. Oh, I don't know what I clicked on to get here.
Yeah, I also don't know.
So much information that's probably gonna be important at some point.
Is this a fucking... Oh, numbers.
Yeah, numbers indeed.
Oh, Christ, there's so many of them.
Yep, there sure are.
Holy shit. Hey, Bruno, buddy. What the fuck? How many? How many? 90. Oh my God, there's like, what, 11? 20? Oh, shit. That's so many. Oh yeah, don't you worry. I saw this and I immediately sent it to Fangs because Fangs is who I yell about Nancy Drew stuff to. Ah, it's beautiful.
All right. Okay. Coffee table. Fuck. I think this is where we put down
Oh,
the
this
eyes.
is for an eye. This is for an eyeball.
Oh, it's
No, I think this is to get one.
okay. So what does it want us to do? Okay.
I think. Can you like push one of the marbles into the lever?
Yep.
Does that work?
Okay, that's
Yeah,
what it wants
there
us
we
to
go.
do. All right. I see.
You could also push the block. What? All right, sure.
That'll get it stuck,
Yeah, I think it's stuck.
and we need all 4. So we need to push it up here then.
That seems to be correct.
Hold on.
They closed their Twitch account. Oh yeah, people have been mad at them for a few years, from what I understand.
What did they
Because
do?
first they fired Lanny Minella. People didn't like that. Then when Midnight in Salem got delayed, it was supposed to come out in 2015, and then it got delayed, and they just refused to talk about it for 3 fucking years. There were allegations, and they also laid off half their studio in 2015 as well. Which was probably a great thing to do. Okay.
There's a nice beat
Ah.
to this.
A little bit.
Here, it's a little trick here.
I think you've got the right idea, but
Yeah, hold on. I think I need to put... No, can't put one there. Then it'll get stuck.
Steam reviews about Salem are about why the fuck would you make it different than the last game. So Midnight in Salem was the first one built on an actual fucking game engine that wasn't developed in, you know, the 90s, because it was built in Unity. But the reason the game got so delayed is because they decided we're going to scrap everything we've done on the game and we're just going to switch to Unity, forgetting the fact that nobody in the fucking studio had ever worked with Unity. So they all had to learn Unity. Funny how that works. I have no fucking clue where to.
I don't see anything that gets us all 4 covered. And we need to
So
bring the block with us, because then we got to get this thing to here.
Mm-hmm. So I will admit, Midnight in Salem actually plays clunkier than these. I know that's a fucking low bar, but but also the people who just wanted them to stick with that engine forever are fucking crazy. This engine is the worst. Genuinely, I have no fucking clue.
It's like, what? How can we even get it out from the right? Like, we need to stand in one of the lasers to get the block back out. Unless we're supposed to send 2 in this way and then do some weird maneuver.
This doesn't seem like it's built for doing a weird maneuver like that, though. Because I don't, to be fair, I don't know what happens if you're already in the laser's path.
It just doesn't.
On. Oh.
It just doesn't let you go into them. And I don't think there's any way to be in the laser's path when it turns back on.
Hmm.
What, that lighter block? What do you mean? Because we've been pushing this one around for a while. But, like, what would we do with it?
What? I'm looking at the walkthrough solution right now, and I don't.
It can block a laser, but the problem is, like, we would need it to be.
Do me a favor and hit one into the lasers. Like, I know we'd have to start over. You have it right with the first one, by the way.
Well, it just goes through.
Have we done it?
Yeah.
Then these instructions make no sense.
Yeah. There, like
what
that.
The fuck? These instructions don't make any fucking sense.
So that's why my best bet was to do this and come up with some weird solution now, but I don't know what that solution would be. I can't see any feasible way to do this. Chat, you got any ideas? I don't hear any music. There's a low humming sound.
Yeah, no, there's
that I
no
think is
music
supposed to be the
whatsoever.
lasers.
No question at all, or no music at all. Music in these games is sparse in general.
I don't see what it wants me to do.
I think I might have an idea, but you got to start over.
Sure.
Okay, so first of all, put that one where you had it last time.
This one?
Actually,
put one here?
use the one, the middle one, to do that. If no,
This one?
that's not. That's what it's saying, but I don't think that's possible. How are you supposed to fucking do that?
I can't do that without putting the block here. And then I wouldn't be able to move the block back to the left.
I think I know what it wants you to do. So I think what you're supposed to do is put the blocking a laser where the marble is going to go. Hit the marble there. No, that doesn't make sense.
I tried
Oh.
moving the block by hitting a marble into it, and that does not work. In any way.
When the block is in the laser, can you at least push it forward a space? I know you can't go forward,
Yes.
but
Block into marble does not work.
oh well, there you go. That's it then.
How is that it then?
Push it into the second laser in the position you want it to be in for the first marble. Then you push the first marble to block the first laser. And then you
Okay.
push the block forward, and then you put the second marble.
And how do I get the
where it's
marbles
supposed
there
to
without
go.
the block?
I use the other marbles, I guess. Oh, so the solution didn't make sense, but now looking at it, it does make sense. So,
I managed to get one of the marbles here while still having control of the block.
so you got to block the first one like around the middle.
What do you mean?
Yeah, like right about there. So block the first laser with the block.
Before doing anything else?
Yes.
Like this?
Yes. Now leave it there. Use that to be able to push the middle marble over to where it needs to go.
How?
Down a square. All the way under the block. No, under the... Down. There.
Okay.
Now the first one is there, so you push the block forward one more. Now at the bottom marble, hit it up. And then you got to push the square one more. And then hit the bottom marble into that. And then you're going to need to push the block up one more. Wait, is it up one more? Yes. Oh, you can hit the marble up to completely block the laser. And there you go.
And now there's a fucking part 2. This looks a little easier, though. No, because I can't move the block back down.
Yeah, I think you might have screwed yourself by pushing it up. I think you were supposed to push the marble up and then push the... Or... Actually, would that work? Because wouldn't that just unblock the laser?
Okay, what? This goes here? This line?
Yes. What a great puzzle. push the other marble up first.
Okay, I think I need this marble might be the one that needs to go in, and then that's the trick to the puzzle.
Maybe. Oh no. So you're right in that marble isn't used to block the laser at the bottom, I think.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking what I do is this one, I push it here, and then that gives us the freedom to move this one.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do from there.
Block might be in a bad position. But there was no other way to.
I'm at least seeing that I can push it this way, down here, and then over here. I don't know. Okay, let's solve this backwards. Let's start from here. It needs to get here. It would have to come from here. Means getting the block here.
Yeah, I think so it would need to, the block would need to go up and around, or not up and around, but like up and through the middle there. I know pointing doesn't help, but like through that middle column there, and then it could be pushed to the side, and then you could go back around and push it down 2, over 1, down 1, block the laser.
Okay, hold on.
Zero says push the third marble up.
Third marble's going up. Okay.
Yes, push the third marble up.
Okay.
Now hit the other marble in there. Now you can move the block.
Okay, so from here we just move the block, and then it goes this way.
Yep. Hit the other marble all the way up. There we go. Go. Damn. Thank Christ. Oh God, we've done it.
Hated that.
I tried to warn you. All right. We've solved
So what's
our first
what's the
puzzle.
difference of puzzles on Junior and Senior Detective?
The junior one only had 2 laser beams to block.
Okay. Well, we did the coffee table.
We sure did.
That's the front door, but I'm not leaving until I figure out what Mr. Skeleton Man was up to.
I mean, you could just live and let live, Nancy.
Why isn't it letting me?
Can you not go up the stairs? Really?
Well, I
Oh,
wanted
there
to
we go.
check this first. But I guess there's nothing to check there. I don't know why it's suddenly doing the spooky sounds.
It just does that. It means nothing. Those are just going to come in every once in a while. That's how these games do music.
Okay. Alright. Can't go in there.
That dastardly skeleton man locked the door!
What am I looking at here?
Wall, I think? Yep. Blank ass wall.
Another
Another
eye. We're
What are
finding
these
a lot
for?
of these.
What the fuck are these for?
That was a really long animation for that, too.
Is that all that was in this room entirely? That was all?
Yep.
Why does it look like there's something written on the wall, but you couldn't interact with it? What the fuck? This is clearly a Resident Evil mansion. I would not be surprised at this point.
Okay. Still won't let me in. Nope.
We're gonna need to find a key. I'm surprised she doesn't say the two words that drove me insane many years ago. It's locked. All right, let's go outside to the fountain. Ah, yes.
Nancy, welcome to my little lantern-lit corner of the world.
It's a little wet out here.
I don't mind. No one should mind the rain. Without it, the end of the world would come much too soon.
All right,
Did you and Henry have a
ma'am.
nice chat?
You
Did I
sure
detect a little
fucking...
animosity between you two back there?
Henry's a very morose, very negative young man. Very cunning, too. In fact, I'm fairly certain that he's been selling off Dr. Bolay's belongings on the sly.
Won't all of Dr. Bolay's belongings go to Henry anyway?
Absolutely not. According to Dr. Bolay's will, Henry is to get 30% of the estate. Dr. Bolay's physician...
Oh, he is
will get
absolutely the
30%.
skeleton man.
Our Lady of Route 57 School of Dentistry and Cosmetology gets 30%, and I am to receive 10%.
What was in that concoction you wanted me to drink after I got knocked out?
Never you mind. It was just a little remedy I brewed up
That's
on the
not
spot.
what I
to
want to
help you
hear
heal.
about something you wanted me to put in my body.
You are his accomplice.
To put it mildly, if you were gonna tell me to ingest something and I ask you what it is, the answer shouldn't be never you mind.
If you don't like Henry that much,
That's a
you're still
general
here.
rule.
I'm here because Dr. Bolay paid me in advance, and I always fulfill my obligations.
That's stupid. Just go
Why is
home.
there
You've
an
been
empty
paid.
frame in the gallery inside?
That is a very good question. I first noticed the canvas was missing after the reception following Dr. Bolay's funeral. But as for why it was missing, I do not know.
Have you ever seen this before? I found it by that scale model of the cemetery that's inside the house.
It's a mystery to me. I suggest you ask Henry. He leaves things lying around all the time. I guess it figures I won't notice amid all the other clutter. But I do. I notice everything. How
Okay.
else may I be of service to you?
If you don't mind my asking, what's in that little pouch you wear around your neck?
Things. Secret things. Things that give me special talents when special times demand them.
Drugs?
People usually laugh when I say this. But this pouch is my connection to the energy that powers the universe.
Yeah, you're the
Fucking-
skeleton man's accomplice.
Well, at least you
That
didn't
or she
laugh.
is the skeleton man
I'll
somehow.
leave you to your potting.
One more thing. I,
Uh.
too, have seen the skeleton man. After Dr. Bolay passed, that night, I saw him in the hallway. He was there, then he was gone. So you best be careful, Nancy Drew, because if it was Mr. Death, and I truly think it was, he's come back.
All right, you get back to your potting.
All right. Everyone, don't forget, you can put your channel points forward to finishing Sonic Boom. Figured it was a good time to mention it. There's a skeleton in that game, I assume.
Fucking Shovel's handle is made of bones. What the fuck is
Here.
with this guy and bones?
Can't do anything else here.
Well, time to walk into the rain. Dr. Bonelay. Oh, yeah, that looks like a place of cranks going. Hell yeah, baby. Or not, because he couldn't interact with it? That's
Nope.
weird.
Well, we don't have a crank yet, do we?
No, we don't have one.
Yeah, we just have a
We don't have
Zeeks.
anything rogue. Yeah, we have a Zeeks. Whatever Zeeks is.
We also don't have any keys yet.
But we have 4 eyeballs, and that's... Hello,
This is a
bird.
very odd angle.
This is an incredibly odd angle, and it makes me uncomfortable. I don't like it. I think that's just the form the cursor takes when you're off the game screen.
Okay.
What if the eyes go in the gargoyles? They have eyes, though. They have jewels as eyes. What the This is a fuck... Oh. This is what the miniature was of. What the shit? That glowed, I remember that. How do we get to the mausoleum where the eyeball was? Can you interact with the fountain at all? The fountain was
No.
one of the things that glowed.
It does not seem that I can.
Forty Winks Mausoleum. Apparently, that's not anything for us. I
Nope.
guess. It's really uncomfortable to see, like, a form given to Nancy Drew. Because before this, she's just been a faceless voice in all the games as far as I'm aware. And so, like, being reminded that, no, she's a person with, like, a body and an appearance. What the fuck is that? What is happening? Why are we here?
I don't know, but there's nothing to do here.
Nothing has been interactable. Oh, wait.
Or
You
rattles.
can go in there one day. Can you swap over to... Oh, right. We can call Bess.
Why would we, though?
Hello?
Bess, hi, it's me.
Hey, Nance. I just got back from shopping, which I am happy to report is fantastic here. So, what's going on with you?
A lot.
A lot is in a whole bunch of fun stuff?
Let me start by telling you what happened when I arrived at Henry's house. I walked up to the front door and discovered it was open. So I walked in.
Blah, 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 blah.
You were knocked out by a skeleton wearing a red ascot?
Someone dressed as a skeleton wearing a red ascot. Although the housekeeper here thinks it really was a skeleton, Mr. Death. But then, she's a little strange.
Only a little?
Was a burglar?
I'm not sure. I caught him or her sneaking around this scale model of a cemetery. And later, I found a tracing of something right by it. So if I could just figure out what it's a tracing of, and what, if anything, it has to do with that model cemetery, I might be able to figure out who Skeleton Man is.
I know that tone of voice. You're not leaving there until you've done
So
just
that's
that,
how we
are
will
you?
be in New
I
Orleans
also
as
found
Bess
some
is the
kind of
one in
receipt
New
in the
Orleans.
fireplace that may or may not be a clue.
What's it a receipt
see.
for?
That's what I need to find out. See, it's half burned up. All I can read is the receipt number and the name of the place it's
Oh, we're going to
from.
find out what Zeke's is.
Zeke's? You gotta be kidding me.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, I'm sitting here on our balcony in the French Quarter looking
Yeah,
down at a
there it
place
is.
across the street called Zeke's.
That's great. So go over there and ask whoever's behind the counter what receipt number.
You can't just do that. They won't do that for you.
Yeah, I feel like that's not... You can tell her no way.
Bess,
I'm not good at that sneaking around stuff, Nancy. I get
They
nervous.
wouldn't be
my
sneaking
toes
around.
knotted up, my palms sweat, to say nothing of my armpits.
Bess, receipt number 21-3872. Just go in and ask what it's for. No big deal.
Maybe not for you.
Bess, you can do it.
This
Nancy,
is
you're
not
kind of
gonna
an
end well, I
asshole.
just
You're being
know
an
it.
asshole right
Okay,
now.
I'll call you as soon as it's over.
I'll be waiting.
All right, I guess we're going to Zeke's.
Hold on. Why does Twitch have a button that just says react? What is this?
What?
The fuck? Submit. Okay. We'll deliver these reactions anonymously after the stream to give this streamer a snapshot of how viewers felt about key moments while they were live.
Oh, no.
Okay. I guess finding Zeke was really hype.
I thought that was a big snake for a second. It's not. Oh, this place looks...
That looks like a puzzle solution.
Oh, Christ, it does, doesn't it? Fuck.
Write that down. Man, fleur-de-lis, rabbit, crown.
I took a picture.
Okay.
All right, where's a person?
Hey,
Hello,
doing a
sir.
little end of the day shopping, huh? See something you like?
I like everything.
That's what I want to hear. I'm Lamont. This is my place. So if you got any questions, I'm the guy to
this
ask.
is voice actress
Actually,
is
I
trying
do
so
have a
hard.
question. This friend of mine found the number of a receipt that came from this shop, and she asked me to ask you what the receipt is for. But if you're really busy, or you'd rather not, or it's against the rules,
No problem. What's the number?
All right, I like Lamont already.
21-3872.
21-3872.
I don't want to see the characters' faces this close,
The
please.
ticket was for a large box of assorted unknown items I bought from Henry Bolay. And, that's all I can tell you.
Is something wrong?
Look, I just don't want to make trouble for anyone, okay?
Where's the box
Henry
now?
Belay, a
It's
member
still
of
in
the
back
mob?
room.
What the
I haven't
fuck?
had a chance to really go through it yet. Hey, is there something else I can help you with? Beads, hula dolls, old books. Got great deals on all of them.
Seeing as this place is called Zeke's, and it's your place, shouldn't your name be Zeke?
Guy I bought this place from wouldn't sell it to me unless I swore I wouldn't change the name. So I didn't. Funny thing was, his name wasn't Zeke either.
Is
the
Henry Boy
fuck?
a friend of yours?
No, I met him at the reception at Bruno's house following the funeral. Gave Henry my card, said when he wanted to start liquidating, he should give me a call.
Was Bruno a friend of yours?
Way I hear it, Bruno Bolay didn't have any friends. But I wish he had been my friend. I mean, that house of his is filled with junk. He kept everything. For someone in my business, the place is knick-knack heaven.
Maybe I'll have another look around in here.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, I guess let's look around this pawn shop.
I'm at the point where I think the title of the game is a spoiler.
Yeah, we haven't even had it mentioned yet. What the fuck?
I don't. That's gotta be illegal. I don't know what law it's violating, but
Hey,
it's.
hey, Lamont, I have a few questions. More teeth. What?
This bodes very poorly for what a future puzzle may end up being.
Ooh, they weren't kidding.
That's how you...
Ew, P.U.
Okay, so the skeleton man used one of these.
One of them's...
This might come in handy.
Oh, we're just gonna steal it. We went through the entire gamut of emotions there.
They
Go
gave
back
the
to that
voice
shelf
actors
real
to
quick.
me.
I want to see
Hold
something.
on, I want to hit him with the sneezing powder.
And she's back.
Oh, I hope you can. Ah, damn it.
What's
you're
up
gonna
with
ask me
all
about the
those
bottles.
bottles of weird stuff over there?
Who do something?
I don't want to be
some of the more
involved, so this could come in
superstitious
handy
people
real
around here
fast.
practice. They think if you mix certain herbs and roots a certain way and drink them, or carry special objects around in little mojo bags, it can give you a supernatural edge in your daily life.
Okay, so that's what the groundskeeper has in her pouch. And the skeleton man clearly threw one of those things at us.
Guest
So-
is quite honest.
I'd probably poison myself.
Hey, I hear ya, but I can't knock it, cause let me tell ya, the stuff I got in here sells like hotcakes. Somebody thinks it works, so hey, who knows?
I think I'll look around some more.
You got a question, just holler.
What do you want, Suki?
Yuki, what do you think about the mystery so far? Who's the skeleton man? Is it you?
she's like right here, perched on the back of the couch.
So hold on. There's like dust markings on the back of on the wall.
I think that's just decoration.
That man looks happy. Well, goodbye.
I don't
Guess
think
we
we were
call-
done. Were we done in there?
I didn't see anything else to look at.
Fair.
Oh, never mind. There's a that's now that I know for a fact is illegal. You can't just have a fucking mummy in your pawn shop. It's grave robbery.
What, don't you want to sell a corpse? More importantly, don't you want to buy a corpse?
Where did he get it? Because it wasn't through proper channels.
Evening. What can I do for you?
I didn't expect that to.
There you go.
Hot, but yummy.
Enjoy.
Why can you do this?
Mm-mm. A bowl of gumbo, please.
Dive in.
That was
All
yummy.
this sounds really fucking good. Like
Eat
literally
up.
all.
Mm-mm.
Pa pennies.
Hey
A
Bess,
bowl
have
of
you
gumbo,
figured out
please.
the answer to my mystery yet? Oh, sorry, I ate like 10 entrees.
Hot,
I
yummy.
fell asleep on the street. I guess we call Nancy and tell her the answer, if I had to guess.
Hello?
Good news and bad news, Nance. I found out that the receipt is for a box of stuff that Lamont, that's the guy who owns Zeke's, bought from Henry Bollet.
No kidding. What kind of stuff did Henry sell him?
That's the bad news. The box is in a back room, and it contains assorted unknown items.
Oh,
That's all Lamont
no.
would tell me. Said something about not wanting to get anyone in trouble. So, looks like that's that.
No. You've got to get into the back room and find out what's in that box.
Look, Bess, we go
Means
way
you're
back,
probably
right?
Gonna have to,
If you
know.
were really my friend,
Oh no, I'm not going
You
to
would
snoop,
commit a
Nancy
crime
Drew.
for
I
me.
told you, I'm a lousy snooper.
You've got to, Bess. The place could close by the time I got down there and tried to do it myself. And knowing what's in that box could be really important.
Could be? I'm supposed to risk life, limb, and liberty for something that could be important?
Yes, no, Bess, please, just find a way to distract this Lamont guy. Look through the box and leave. You can do that, okay?
You owe me, Nancy Drew. Oh, do you owe me?
You're the greatest. You really are.
all right, time to commit a crime. Why do people hang out with Nancy Drew if this is how she is to her friends?
I mean, ideally, this is not a regular occurrence.
Hey,
I've played the games, it
I'm gonna
is.
keep browsing if that's okay.
sounds like a plan.
So sounds like we have to break something. Or something. Still don't understand why this is here.
Wait, can we just...
Doesn't look like
The accordion is ours now.
it. Damn it. Wait, what is that?
I don't know. It's too small. I can't tell.
I think it's a makeup compact? A mirror? I think? Unfortunately, Bess can't call Ned. Go to the screen looking at Lamont.
Hey,
No, not talking to him.
Maybe
Just the
I'll
screen
have
looking
another
at
look
him.
around in here.
Sounds like a plan.
And then try to
Still
use
here,
the
huh?
I think I'll look around some
try to
more.
use the sneezing
Sounds like
power
a
on
plan.
him.
I
See
did.
if
I
that-
forgot we
Need
did get
something
that.
else?
Guess I'll check this
Never
place
mind.
out some
Okay, I
more.
guess not.
Sounds like a plan.
What if? What if we go buy something from the food truck, put the sneezing powder in it, and then give it to him?
Maybe.
What looks
Part of me
good
wants to
ya?
believe this food
A
truck
bowl of
doesn't do
gumbo,
anything
please.
though.
Dive in.
That
Okay,
was yummy.
guess not. Is this place literally just here to show you food and then like show past eating it? Oh, I was right. Yeah, those dust things are showing you where to put stuff.
Are they?
Yes, I think. Hold on. Let me. What is? I think that shelf.
Best bet I've got is that I gotta put everything where it's not supposed to be, so he's gotta come fix it, and then he'll be distracted.
No, I just watched what we have to do. It does have to do with the shelving. So I believe those books go down there. Down. Oh, never mind. We just figured it out on accident. Okay.
I'm getting there, I think.
What?
Close but no cigar.
Why is this
I'm
here,
getting
Lamont?
there, I think.
One of them's gotta do something eventually.
That doesn't quite cut it.
How are you supposed to figure out where that?
Still needs some work.
Okay, so I've seen this where everything goes. So that's right. That was right. Where you just put the head. That
Here?
is correct. Yeah. How you're supposed to know that, I don't fucking know. And the teeth, you had it in the right place when you put it above the balloon.
Here.
Yep.
Oh wait, does it want you to get every single thing correct before it gives you any feedback?
I guess. That
Holy
seems to be the
shit.
case. And also, you're going to have to put something up there, too. That's not up there yet.
What, you think I'm gonna figure it out?
You got to put the sneezing powder up there. I'm trying to see, like, the logic
Here?
behind... That's where it goes, yeah. I'm trying to see the logic behind how you're supposed to fucking know that that's where it goes.
Close but no cigar.
I don't... So, the bowling ball goes up in the top left. Like where you just put the hula doll. The fan goes next to the outlet. The accordion goes where the ship currently is. The books go... Wait, hold on. The books go down to that empty spot on the bottom shelf. And then the big book goes on the other side of the books. Or if that. I don't know if that's a book. Or, I don't fucking know. The record player thing goes one over to the right. The boat goes one over to the left. The hula doll goes between the books and the thingamabob. And I guess that's it. That appears to be the solution, according to this video. How would you ever know? What? How did...
There, that should do it. Lamont, could you help me?
Sure, what do you need?
I can't quite reach that bottle up there. Could you get it for me?
Sure.
What? Wait, how did the balloon get back?
Oh no! Oh my gosh! Oh shoot! I'm sorry. I'll go get you something. What do you need?
No spray. Back room.
No spray, back room, got it.
I don't...
All right, everyone. Great stream, huh?
Genuinely, how are you supposed to know?
That is like I have zero respect for this video game kind of moment. I'm fucking. I'm googling this to see anyone talking about the logic. Literally anyone. How are we supposed to know this? What the...
I guess you're just supposed to fucking trial and error a Rube Goldberg machine? That sucks. That's probably the worst puzzle I've seen in any of these games.
Registered
Holy
user
shit.
Nancy Drew says that you're just supposed to figure it out.
Cool. That's the best description of a puzzle. You're just supposed to figure it out. That's the worst puzzle I've seen in any of these games, ever. Jesus Christ. Well, let's look at this box, I guess. If we had to go through that bullshit to get to it, we might as well look at it. Oh, calm down, Lamont. You're fine. I think
This,
Lamont's
yeah, this was posted. This was posted back in 2007. Since you want hints, these are my version of hints. Bottom shelf, right to left. Let's play some music. I love to dance. Oops, I can't believe I knocked all those books over. Man, that book was heavy. Ew, creepy, weird head. Middle shelf, from left to right. Man, I feel much cooler now. I love to sail. Pop. Top shelf, from right to left. Chomp chomp. Achoo, let's play an instrument. And for last, we're going to have to go all the way down the lane for this one. Hope I helped you.
This is the worst person. This is the worst kind of person.
Pa pennies.
Holy shit.
And then someone stumbled into the thread, giving the solution to a completely different puzzle.
That's the internet in a fucking nutshell, baby. Somebody giving an unhelpful answer followed by somebody giving you an answer to a question you didn't ask.
How the fuck was anyone supposed to figure this out?
It genuinely seems like we were supposed to trial and error our way through that, and that's the.
But it gives
shittiest
no
type of puzzle.
feedback at all. Like, it only does anything if you get the solution correct. There's the thing.
There, we found the fleur-de-lis. Oh no!
There was just wondering just this summer. We both stayed in the south of France for only a few days to visit some old friends. Lorelei spent far too much time in the kitchen. Golden braised pork shoulder roasts with turnips and roasted plums and an entire quail wrapped in puff pastry. We brought only a simple chocolate cake from the street market. That was our dinner. She does things like that, you see, always trying to show up the guests. That's how she is. I must be off to the post quickly before the fog rolls in. I'm expecting a parcel. We hope that all is well. Please keep in touch. Most cordially, Amalinda.
Lamont, could you please keep it down? We're trying to commit crimes.
What's the last name of the guy? Bonnet?
Belay.
Belay.
B-O-L-E-T.
Well, that wasn't a solution.
Unfortunate. Can you look at the skeleton man costume? Nope. That's not worth looking at, Bess. Okay.
Hello?
I can tell you what's in the box of stuff Henry Boulay sent to the curio shop. Ready?
Let's hear it.
Okay. I found a really old photo of a boy and a dog, and there was a photo of an iguana dressed up like a pirate.
What?
You heard me. And there's a costume in the box of a skeleton man.
Really?
Thought you'd like that. There's also a box that's locked.
So
by
that
some kind
literally
of leather
can't be the same one you saw,
combination that
Nancy.
has 2 pieces of paper stuck to it.
Because
On
it's
the first
been like
piece is a
2
bunch of
hours.
stuff written by someone named Amalinda, and on the second is a bunch of numerical references to passages from Hamlet, some of which don't even exist according to a note that I think Lamont made.
Did you unlock the box?
No, I have no idea how.
Well, maybe there's something on those 2 pieces of paper that'll tell you.
I'm not gonna open the box.
Yes, you are. You have to. There could be something really important inside.
Because of me, Lamont's out there having a sneezing conniption. I need to get him some nose spray before he breaks some part of his body I didn't even know he had.
Bess, please. We've got to be thorough. And
Jesus
you've come
Christ,
too far
Nancy.
to give up now. You can do it. I know you can.
Oh, all right.
Awesome. Maybe I can help you.
I think you could scroll down one more. There might be a hint.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you've got any suggestions, I sure wouldn't mind hearing them.
Okay. My guess is that some kind of code is involved. You said that there are numerical references on the second page?
Some kind
yeah,
of code is
passages from
involved.
Hamlet.
Maybe all that matters is the individual numbers and what order they're in. Try applying the numbers to what Amalinda wrote. Like, if the first number's 3, write down what the third letter is.
And if the second number's 5, I count 5 letters from there and write it down. Okay, I can do this. I won't call you again until after I've opened it.
Says you. Fuck.
Nancy, you're the worst person.
130, 32.
Oh, God.
So wait. How did she want me to count?
I think what she said was start at the top, at the front. So that'd be V. Is there even a V button? I don't think there is.
Well, hold on. What about the
Oh, it's
32?
1. It would be L. L-E, and then 32. Go all the way to 32.
1, 2, 3,
Why
4,
is Lamont
5,
not coming to investigate?
1, 2, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18, 29, 30, 31, 32.
So L-E-E?
Yep, LE is there. Oh god, we have to do this whole fucking thing. Holy shit. Alright.
And I imagine I hope you just start from the fucking beginning.
I sure fucking hope. 8, 3,
Otherwise,
6.
I have no idea how to read this shit.
E. S. O. S and O are not on here. Do we start from here where we left off? 8, 3, 6.
No, it's looking like they're all in the first sentence. So I think the problem so like, you know how you start with 1 and that's L? Then do 3 from there. Then do 32 from there.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Oh. Well, then how the fuck did we get... What the hell? Apparently we were supposed to get B in that the end of the first one.
What? How? Bang says, dude, I got distracted working on something, and I've been hearing this dude sneezing in the background for like 20 minutes, and I have had it. If I were Nancy, I would simply commit murder because it's not like any of the adults are competent enough to figure out she did it.
Oh yeah, that is B. We were 1 off.
How? What are you fucking talking about? We ended on the E in summer.
How? There's 32 from the E in Lavigne.
Okay.
And then what were the other ones?
8, 3, 6.
8, 3, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's E. Then 1, 2, 3. S.
S isn't on there.
Or not. Hold on.
There's no S.
What the... Wait, hold on. Two. How would you get in from this? Oh my god, you are supposed to start from the... Wait, what? I don't understand. I don't get it. Look, Bess, I know you don't want to I know Nancy's your fucking friend and all, but what if we just left? What if we just walked out the door and never talked to her again? Do you just want to know the answer? I don't know how the fuck this puzzle works.
Sure.
Okay, go to the thing. L E B E N U N B T O D. What the fuck? I'm literally...
Try it again.
God damn it. L E B E N U N D.
D.
D is in dog. T is in Todd. O. D is in dog again. There we go. Okay. I don't know where we messed up, but there we go.
Dr. Belay, this completes our
Oh, you messed up again.
transaction. The Whisperer is now
Whoa,
yours.
This is weird.
Respect
I
its
better call
power,
Nancy and read
as
this
my
to her
grandfather
word for
found
word.
out. Doing this.
Wow, Bess,
Guess
that
we're-
is weird.
No, I'll tell you what's weird. The box the letter is in is padded, and it has this round indentation in it that's the exact size.
I wonder what
of a
could be in
Why
there.
do, whoa, why do you
Well,
know
it
that?
used to contain a small
Why do you know that?
Good
Why is
job,
the,
Bess. I'm
the
gonna poke
factoid
around
you
here
can
and see
just
if I
pull
can
off
find
your
out anything
fucking
about a
top of your
skull
head?
called the Whisperer. You better go take care of Lamont.
Would you believe it? The guy is still sneezing.
He's been
He must be
sneezing for
nosebleed
like
around
half an
something
hour,
wrong with his
Bess.
sinuses. Oh, he's gonna hate me.
Let's call Ned.
So Ned is the hint system.
Hello, Nancy?
Hey, Ned.
It's about time you called. Did you make it to New Orleans okay?
Yep.
Have you seen Henry?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's a
I'm
skeleton
not sure
man,
I like the way
probably.
you said that. Is he okay?
He's fine. Well, he's the executor of his great-uncle Bruno's estate, which he's not real happy about. But he and his great-uncle weren't that close, so he's not grief-stricken or anything.
Well then, are you okay?
Other than being attacked on my way into Henry's house by a skeleton wearing a red ascot and getting knocked out by the smoke bomb he threw at me, I'm fine too.
What?
Let's just say that I've stumbled onto a mystery, and I'm not leaving till
At a
I
certain
solve it.
point,
Why am I not surprised? Is
you'd
Bess
think
with
that
you?
all
No,
of
but she
Nancy's
has been
friends and
helping
her
me.
family
So
would
tell
be
me about
like,
this
"Hey, you
skeleton
need to
man."
stop traveling
Well,
places."
someone in a costume, obviously. He or she was leaning over something in the great room when I walked in and surprised them.
So they threw a smoke bomb at you and ran?
Yeah, I must have interrupted
my God.
whatever they were doing.
What were they leaning over?
The scale model of a cemetery, near which I
Did you
found a
say this
tracing
was
of some
entertainment?
kind
In
of
what fucking
symbol.
world could you give this
I'm
game to a
thinking maybe
child?
Skeleton Man dropped it.
Why did Henry's uncle have a scale model of a cemetery in his house?
This might
Good
be the worst
question.
designed one
Should
I've seen
probably
yet.
ask Henry.
Good idea.
We also haven't
I'm
like
still
learned
trying to figure out how you
anything.
got to be friends with Henry.
Well, we're not best friends or anything. Heck, we're not really even friends. I
Then
just
why
feel
am I
sorry for the
here,
guy.
Ned?
I mean, he never hangs out with anyone between classes.
Because he feels
And
sorry
when
for
I
the
heard
guy.
there'd been a death in the family, I just wanted to make sure he was okay all by himself down there.
Don't worry, he's fine. A little strange, maybe, but fine.
That's good to hear.
You know, you're a pretty nice guy.
Yeah, I know.
Right after Henry's great-uncle Bruno died, someone stole one of the paintings from his gallery. Just took the canvas and left the frame.
Anything
power
else
move.
missing from the house?
I don't think so. At least no one has said anything. Of course, the only people here are Henry and Bruno's housekeeper, Renee. And this house is so full of stuff. Even if something else was missing, it would be ages until anyone noticed.
You think the missing painting ties in with your skeleton man somehow?
Yeah. I mean, I have no idea how it ties in, but my gut feeling is there's some kind of relationship between the two.
Well, if there is, I'm sure you'll find it.
Bruno Bolet's housekeeper, Renee, is still here, despite the fact that she and Henry don't really get along that well.
Why do you think she's staying on?
She says it's because Bruno paid her in advance.
But you don't believe her.
10% of Bruno's estate is supposed to go to her, only she thinks, and with kind of good reason, that Henry's been selling off Bruno's assets on the sly. So it wouldn't surprise me if she's staying on so she can try to bust him.
What's this kind of good reason stuff?
I know for a fact that Henry sold a box of Bruno's things to a local curio shop.
So this Renee person isn't just being paranoid.
What
The
this Renee
curio
person
shop buy a
is
picture of an
freaky.
iguana
In what way?
in a
She
pirate
wanted me to
outfit.
drink some strange-looking concoction.
I mean,
after
I'd buy
passed
that,
out
but
from the
why would a
smoke bomb,
curio
but
shop
she
buy
refused
that?
to tell me what was in it. And she wears this weird little pouch around her neck. Says what's inside it connects her to the energy that powers the universe.
She's probably harmless, but stay on her good side, just in case.
I'd better get going.
Call again, like soon.
I'll try. See ya.
Bye, Nancy.
For a hint system, that told me fucking nothing.
Well, that was the first call. They have to introduce Ned every time, essentially.
Okay.
So let's see what he does the second time.
Hey, Nancy. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Meaning...
I changed my
No,
mind.
I guess
Okay
the
if I
game
call you
hasn't
later?
decided
But I
you
want to hear
get
what you've been
hints
doing.
yet.
Don't worry, you will. Later. Bye, Ned.
Bye, Nan.
Because in other games, you can say like, "Hey, I don't know where to go," and Ned will push you in the right direction in the way only Nancy Drew games can, being
Yes?
not.
Is your great uncle's estate worth very much?
I have no idea, nor will I until I get all his affairs settled. He was a dentist for most of his life, so he must have had some money squirreled away. As you can tell, he was darn good at squirreling away junk.
He never got married?
Dude, I can't.
No
I
way.
can't.
I can't
s-
imagine anyone putting up with him for a day, let alone for a lifetime.
Renee says she noticed the canvas for one of the paintings in the gallery was missing shortly after Bruno died.
So she says. All I know for sure is that it's gone. It
That-
was of my parents. I think it was painted in the garden out back. Renee doesn't like me. Wouldn't surprise me if she took it out of spite.
I found this scrap of paper in the fireplace. Do you know anything about it?
No. You always go digging around in people's fireplaces?
Yep.
Just looking for something that might tell me who that skeleton man was.
Ah,
Are you sure you don't know anything about it?
yes. Anything else?
Why is there a model of a cemetery in the other room?
Because Great Uncle Bruno used to oversee the cemetery next door.
He was a
That
dentist and
scene was
also
so
oversaw the
picturesque.
cemetery?
Everything, or should I say everyone, was. Crafted all those miniature crypts himself. And people think I'm weird.
Do you know what this is? I found it in the other room.
Looks to me like some kind of tracing.
I was thinking that maybe my skeleton man left it
Get
behind.
yourself a side
Well,
hustle.
I sure don't know anything about it. Anything else?
How come your great uncle's crypt is in the garden and not in the cemetery?
Don't ask me. It's kind of weird. Apparently, he built the crypt himself, but he never
That's-
indicated in his will or anywhere else that that's where he wanted to be buried. I stuck his ashes in there anyway and had the thing inscribed. If that's not what he wanted, too bad.
You sure
I'll
are
let you get back to
cool,
work.
Henry.
Sounds good.
You sure are really cool.
I guess we'll talk to Renee again.
I guess. She's the only thing I could think of.
I don't think we have enough to solve any of the hints.
Yeah, I don't think we've found anything that could be used for any of the puzzles we found.
Hello again.
Nice talking to you.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Good
so
talk.
the
Good
solution
talk,
is
Renee.
not to talk to Renee.
Good, good talk, Renee. Thanks for
Hey,
your
Bess, what you doing?
help.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
That's funny.
That's what I was going to ask you.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
Go back to Nancy.
Oh, I want to see what Lamont's doing.
Are you alive, buddy?
Sneeze lady, what's going on?
Sneeze lady.
That gumbo stand outside? What do you think? Is it pretty authentic?
Outstanding. Just watch the hot sauce. Whatever's in it gives my stomach instant fits.
Oh God, we're gonna need to know that later.
I think I'll look around.
Fuck,
some
we're
more.
gonna
Sounds
ruin
like a
this
plan.
man's life. All he wants to do is run his store. All he wants to do is run his store.
What
What
looks
have we
good
done?
A bowl of gumbo, please.
There you go.
Woo, that was hot.
Hello?
What's up?
Not much.
What about you?
Ditto.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Good call. Go back into the office.
Hi, Nancy.
Hey, Ned.
What's going on?
Actually, I'll call you later, okay?
But I want to hear what you've been doing.
Don't worry, you will. Later. Bye, Ned.
Bye, Nan.
Go back in the office.
There was an iguana on one of the shelves. You gotta look at it. I remember seeing it, but it wasn't moving. Hi, buddy.
What was that?
That was Uncle Bruno's pet iguana, Iggy. He's always in here stealing paper. He must be using it to build a nest or something. Look, I had all those books arranged so they fit perfectly in that box. Put them back in, okay? I don't.
Oh no!
I just want to look through this one book.
Go right ahead. After you put all those other books back.
Wow, you're an asshole, Henry.
Attaché
Well-
case.
Attaché case time. Have you ever looked in the mirror and said, what if the attaché case sucked? Well, I'm here to answer that question. Hello.
You know what? I'm gonna pull up. See what this bookshelf looked like. a minute ago.
That's a really good idea.
What's the hot sauce?
Bruno's pet iguana.
I remember. I've always these games. Animatronic Nightmare Tunnel Ride is kind of the best way to describe how characters are animated in these fucking games.
God, this is a mess. You don't have time for trial and error bullshit.
Joke's on them. They didn't fucking consider the future.
What do you mean? What do you fucking mean? Oh, fuck's sake. It was 1 pixel off.
Jesus Christ. That's fucking weird. So there are multiple solutions to this puzzle because that's not what the walkthrough showed. All right, let's read about the Crystal Skulls Fact or Fable by Hotchkiss.
Okay.
Oh, there's a phone number.
Yep. That's gonna be important.
Go ahead and take a picture of that phone number. All right.
I'm starting to get the feeling that the cough medicine's not working.
The fact that every puzzle so far in this fucking game has been
An
trial and
overview.
error
One
is-
of the most ancient and widespread legends known to humankind can be summed up thusly. Scattered over the earth are 13 humanoid skulls carved out of pure crystal. At some point in the future, fate will bring the 13 skulls together and they will speak, imparting wisdom that will save the human race from annihilation and usher in a golden age of peace and enlightenment. There are several versions of this legend. In one, the skulls were created by Mayans, Incans, or Aztecs, and collectively form a repository of information detailing how and why humans can be. Another legend credits their creation to the extraterrestrials who seeded
Oh,
the
good.
Earth
We're
with the human
already at
race
aliens.
and left the skulls behind to explain their actions at some point in the future. Yet another contends the skulls are ancient in origin, but more important that each skull is somehow magical in and of itself. The distinctive gifts they offer their owners reputedly include precognition, clairvoyance, telekinesis, and of course, immortality. Some variations combine all of the above. What is both indisputable and intriguing about the general legend and its smaller, colorful variations is that several mysterious crystal skulls have indeed been discovered in the past millennium, turning up in all corners of the Earth. What follows is an examination of everything that is currently known about these skulls in hopes of separating the facts of their existence from the fantasies of human imagination. The Whisperer. The first documented reference to the crystal skull known as the Whisperer came in 1532, shortly after Hernando de Soto helped Francisco Puzzle Solution Pizarro ambush and capture the Incan Emperor Atahualpa at the Battle of Cajamarca. De Soto's aide-de-camp, while updating the De Soto's expedition records, noted that during Atahualpa's subsequent imprisonment, De Soto befriended the Incan ruler. In time, Atahualpa told De Soto a secret. He possessed an exquisitely detailed life-sized human skull that the Ancient Ones had carved out of pure, clear crystal. He happened upon it at the hut of a deceased high priest, whose astonishingly advanced age had caused his fellow priests, out of fear and jealousy, to slip him a fatal dose of poison. Atahualpa took a fancy to the skull and kept it, and soon realized that the skull, which he contended would sometimes whisper to him in an unearthly voice using unfamiliar words, was giving him immunity to all human ailments. As long as he possessed the skull, Atahualpa told De Soto he would live forever. But like the priest before him, and like everyone who possessed this particular skull after him, Atahualpa soon discovered that while the skull could perhaps protect him from the ravages of time and nature, it was no match for the treachery of his fellow man. To De Soto's great surprise and dismay, Pizarro had Atahualpa executed. Although there is no other mention of the skull in De Soto's records, it is highly doubtful that the Spaniard would have left such a treasure behind when he returned to Europe in 1536. Indeed, the next documented reference to the crystal skull, which Atahualpa seems to have inadvertently bequeathed to De Soto, came in a letter written by a nobleman in the court of Philip II, the member of the
bequeathed to De Soto. That's how it went.
The member of the Austrian Habsburg family who took over the Spanish Empire in 1556. While a guest at the Habsburg Palace in Vienna, the nobleman mentions encountering a crystalline head of death, which a manservant swore made utterances, strange and low, too terrible for the ear to bear. Apparently, the skull then made its way to France, most likely via Anne of Austria, who married King Louis XIII of France in 1615, because the next reference to a death's head carved from remarkably clear crystal can be found in the manifest of a ship belonging to René Robert Cavelier, Sieur de la Salle, a French explorer who, in 1684, was preparing for a journey that would take the skull, ironically, back to the New World from which it had come. The fact that La Salle took the skull with him on his expedition to colonize the Mississippi River Valley suggests that he may have been aware of its reputation for conferring immortality upon its owner. But once again, his real enemy proved to be not age or disease, but his fellow man. A group of his men stranded in what is now Texas after the expedition landed in the wrong place and antagonized the local Native Americans eventually mutinied and killed La Salle so that they could abandon their mission and head for the relative safety of the French outpost in Canada. The Whisperer, however, appears to have been left behind and didn't reappear until almost 200 years later. A photo to the right, found in the basement of a library in Jonesboro, Arkansas, suggests that by 1881, Atahualpa's crystal skull had found itself in the hands of a traveling huckster who apparently used it to lure potential patrons to his wagon so he could sell them various bombs and elixirs. If he is the same Curtis Caldwell who, according to the census records, settled in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, he lived and worked to the ripe old age of 93, dying only when a dissatisfied customer set fire to his house in a fit of anger. If the Whisperer was in Caldwell's house, it no doubt survived the fire, but exactly what happened to it next has proved impossible to discern, and its current whereabouts is a mystery. But what is known about the skull's previous owners could prove very useful in solving that mystery, for all the people who have possessed it have had two things in common. They lived for an unusually long time, and they always, without exception, met death at the hand of another. In other words, the trail that leads to the discovery of this particular crystal skull will likely be one that begins with murder.
That picture, that photograph, the sign, the font on the sign, I don't know why, but it was fucking... You can tell that's just a fucking Photoshop.
Yeah.
Didn't even try. Jesus Christ. We are being asked a question in Slack having to do with the Game of the Year stuff. So I guess pop quiz, according to me, you, and Donald, 13 Sentinels or Persona 5? I don't know if I have an answer to that question. Like,
I'm not going to reveal my answer on stream, but
Well, that was interesting. All right, we got to go call the person that we learned about.
All right. Well, the phone is not an option at the moment.
You got to go to the hallway apparently.
Why?
Because you can't do a call while Henry's in the room. Oh, I didn't even need to take a picture of the phone number.
Yes, hello?
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. Is this
For
Professor
some reason,
Hotchkiss?
not the voice I expected to come out of this lady.
Nancy Drew, your name has a ring to it. Do I know you?
Yes, as a matter of
Wait,
fact,
what?
we met a little while back. In
Which game's Wisconsin?
Which game happened in Wisconsin?
You were the delightful young lady doling out the samples in the tasting room of that cheese.
Joe, this is why you need to play them in chronological order. We're missing crucial lore here.
No, I met you at
Which
Wickford
one
Castle.
takes place in Wisconsin?
There was no cheese tasting room at Wickford Castle.
No, we were both guests there. I found a journal written by Marie Antoinette,
Oh.
which you translated.
I do know which one this is.
You suddenly all I can think about
Holy
is how
shit, that was a
wonderful
long
and
way back.
slab of
Is this one you
cold
played?
cheese would taste right
I'm
now.
pretty sure this is Treasure in the Royal Tower, which is
So
like
if you
the
could
fourth
please just tell me
game.
why you called.
But
Did you play
my
it?
name isn't...
Deadline.
Yeah.
Let's cut to the chase, shall we? Chop chop.
Do you remember this character?
No, I remember almost nothing about that game.
Sounds
which
like you gotta
should
replay
tell
that
you
one.
some stuff.
Are you gonna replay them? The ones that you already did when you
No.
when we returned to the Nanstrance?
God, no.
What about the crucial lore, Joe? How are people gonna know about Professor Hotchkiss if you
I
don't
don't know.
replay that video game?
Would you join me in a replay of Nancy Drew's Secrets Can Kill?
No, I wouldn't.
Or Message in a Haunted Mansion, which still has one of my favorite stupid scenes in the entire fucking series.
I might rejoin you if I don't have to play. If I can just like look away from the
I'd
game
be
for like
fine
an
with
hour.
that. I'd be fine with that.
You should find a way to force someone new to sit with you in each one. Like for all 33 games, find a different person. So that
Well,
for
I can
every
only
single
play
one,
32 now.
so that for
They had to
every
delist
single one,
completely.
we just get like the reaction to how inexplicable this bullshit is. Why was it delisted?
The problems,
What problems?
where both of those words are capitalized. Apparently the villain is a white person that is disguising himself as a Jamaican man.
Oh.
And that didn't go over great, and so the game was delisted in 2020 from Steam and from their website.
How long was it available before it was delisted?
Let's find out when that came out. I gotta remember which one it is. Is it this one? It is. The game came out in 2009, so a little
That's
while.
too long.
How did that get past the concept phase?
Well, it was commercially available for 11 years. So...
But yeah, it's not, you can't buy that one anymore.
Did a man from New Orleans named Bruno Bollet ever call you?
Ah, now there's a name you can remember. Bollet. Nice and French. I'm a scholar of French history, you know.
Yes, I know. So did Bruno Bollet call you?
Indeed,
Damn,
he
he went
did.
home.
Oui, oui.
Don't want to be
You
too
think they
real.
delisted it because of the George Floyd protests. I would say that the chances of that are not zero.
Why did he call, if you don't mind my asking?
Because he had read my book, of course. The Crystal Skulls. Fact or fable, one of my best efforts. Sold like hotcakes, smothered in a rich, tangy lemon sauce.
Did he say anything about owning one of the skulls himself?
I would have hung up on him straight away if he had. I tell you, Brandy, if I had $1 for every crackpot who's called claiming to own one of those skulls, I'd be able to dine at the Russian tea room every evening for the rest of my life. All right, that's a bit of hyperbole, but you get the picture. No.
Damn, I don't want to talk to you
If
anymore.
memory serves, we talked mostly about the skull called the Whisperer. He wanted to know if I had learned any more about it since my book was published, which I hadn't, or if I had any theory as to what happened to it, which I didn't.
And that was the extent of your conversation?
Well, now, let me think. My, such insatiable curiosity, Nellie. You remind me of someone I encountered on one of my journeys. But for the life of me, I cannot remember her name or the circumstances.
Nancy Drew? Wickford Castle?
Ah! The eyes have it.
I'm sorry?
That's what Bruno Bollet said when I turned the tables and asked him if he had any idea where the Whisperer was. He said, the eyes have it. Then he chuckled and hung up.
How much would a crystal skull like the Whisperer
I-
be worth?
In this
I wonder
crazy
what that
day
could
and age,
be.
where the shorn hair and used tissues of celebrities get sold for thousands of dollars, there's absolutely no telling, Candy. $500,000 easily. Maybe even $1 million. Maybe 2. Maybe 10. The sky's the limit. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
If someone
Never
found
mind,
a
I've
skull
turned
made of
around on
crystal,
this lady.
how could they be sure it's one of the crystal skulls?
Wonderful question, Francie. How indeed? Because there are sure to be thousands of fakes out there. Perhaps tens of thousands. But remember, the real skulls were made long before the tools commonly used for carving today were invented. Which means, let's put on our thinking caps.
If tests show that a skull is only a couple of 100 years old, then it's a fake?
Ah, would that crystal contained carbon? Because if it did, carbon dating could be used to determine its age, much like carbon dating is employed to determine the age of bones and religious relics. But what is crystal? Quartz. What is quartz? Silicon dioxide. No carbon.
And
No
what is
carbon,
dioxide?
No carbon dating. No, to determine a crystal skull's authenticity, you must examine it for marks left behind by modern-day tools. Mind you, the marks on a good fake would be microscopic and thus imperceptible to the human eye. However, any thorough laboratory analysis would quickly unmask a counterfeit.
So the only way to prove that a skull is the real deal is by proving it's not a fake?
And by examining its provenance, its history of ownership. If it can be shown that a particular specimen has been passed along from antiquity into modern times and didn't just suddenly appear in, say, Germany in the mid-19th century, that would tend to support its authenticity as well.
The idea that the Whisperer can make its owner immortal, do you believe that?
I believe that things that defy any so-called rational explanation
Vermont's still
happen
dying?
all
No.
the time, Nessie. Now, does that mean there are mysterious external forces at work in the universe of which we do not and cannot ever have full knowledge? Or does it all boil down to us? If the human heart desperately wants something to be true, does the human mind have the power to make it true? Who knows? Oh, questions, questions, questions. Oh, how dreary life would be without them.
In your book,
You don't
said
get
that
calls
all the
very
people
often,
who've
do
ever
you,
met the Whisperer
ma'am?
were murdered. Yet Bruno Bollet dropped dead of a heart attack.
Are you saying the Whisperer was in his possession after all? The scallywag! Why didn't he tell me that? Oh, that's right, I would have hung up on him. Well, if that's the case, then I strongly suggest you take a close look at his so-called heart attack, Sandy. Because if he owned the skull and he died, I guarantee you it was at the hands of someone else. Or my name's not Beatrice Gertrude Winifred Hotchkiss.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck to you, dear.
Let's all make a personal deal, a pact, if you may, to never call Professor Hotchkiss again.
Are you familiar with the legend of the so-called crystal skulls?
Is that where aliens supposedly scattered a bunch of perfectly formed crystal skulls all around the world like thousands of years ago? And all the skulls have different magical powers?
Something like that, yeah. Apparently, Henry's uncle was the proud owner of the Whisperer, the skull that was supposed to make whoever owned it live forever.
Only now he's dead and another superstition bites the dust.
Maybe, maybe not. See, this book I found in Bruno's library said no one who has owned the Whisperer has ever died of natural causes.
So how did they die?
They were all murdered.
Come on, you don't believe that crystal skull stuff is true, do
You don't
you?
really need to
I'm
believe
not
the
sure
crystal
what I
skull
believe
is
now.
actually
But
magic
right now, what I think doesn't matter.
to,
The people who
like,
Bruno had
think
to
it's kind of
stop, if one
weird
of
that
them
everybody
believed in
that
the
had it
Whisperer's
got
power,
murdered.
They may have figured the only way they'd ever be rid of Bruno was to cause his death.
But I'm pretty sure Henry said he died of a heart attack.
Heart attacks can be induced.
You've been watching too many of those forensic detective shows.
It's literally
That
her
may be, but
job,
what's
dude.
really interesting
No, it's
is
her
the
hobby.
skull is missing.
It's her job.
That is interesting.
She doesn't
And
have
I'll
one.
bet you anything
She's a
that's
kid.
what my bony
She's a
friend in the
teenager.
red ascot was looking for.
Does
That
Henry know
teacher's
where
a
the skull
teenager?
is?
I haven't gotten around to
Yeah.
asking him about it
She's
yet.
a teenager
But
who
that skull is
somehow
still around
is
here. I
able
am
to
come
travel
before
all
you.
around the
I
world,
kind of figured that.
largely seemingly for free.
With a small loan of $1 million.
That's it for now.
Keep me posted. You got that?
Got it. Bye, Ned.
Bye, Nance.
All right, let's maybe Renee will talk to us now. I don't know. Hey Henry, don't mind me.
Hello again.
Did Dr. Bollet ever say anything to you about a crystal skull? He may have referred to it as the Whisperer.
No, he never so much as mentioned a crystal skull, whispering or otherwise.
I understand that Dr. Bollet had some interesting pets, like an iguana.
That man never met a creature he didn't like. He'd train them to do all kinds of silly tricks, then let them run free, inside the house as well as out.
They keep mentioning that, but we've seen one.
I surely do not.
Well,
Don't
yeah,
get me
animation
wrong.
costs money.
I like Dr. Bollet,
You know,
I
that's
truly
fair.
did. But I
You can
swear,
tell.
sometimes
Look
his
at all the
activities
budget.
made as much sense to me as bathing in a bayou full of gators.
I'll see you later.
Take care, hon.
All right, none of that helped.
Yes?
How did Bruno die, if you don't mind my asking?
Just dropped dead in the front hallway. I mean, the guy was 95 years old. Here, check it out. Myocardial infarction.
I thought he was gonna pull up a
That's
fucking
doctor
video of him dying.
Attending physician Dr. Gilbert Buford, 504-555-9970. Was that Bruno's
Autopsies
doctor?
usually don't
His
have
best
phone
friend,
numbers
or
for the
so I'm
doctor,
told.
right?
I've never met him.
Interesting keychain.
To be fair, I've never
That's
seen
one
an
of Uncle Bruno's
autopsy
glass
film.
True.
eyes. That's the one he was wearing when he died.
How nice.
Anything else?
I'll let you get back to work.
Whatever.
Oh, Nancy. All right, I guess let's call this doctor. Hello, sir. I would like confidential medical information, please.
This is Dr. Gilbert Buford's answering service. How may I help you?
I need to talk to Dr. Buford. Could you maybe give me a number where I can reach him?
No, ma'am, I cannot. Is this an emergency?
Sort of. I mean, it's not a medical emergency. See, I'm only going to be in town for a short time, and Dr. Buford and I have this mutual friend who died recently, and I just really need to talk to him about it.
Need some consoling, huh?
Yes, I need some consoling. That's it.
I don't like
exactly.
the tone that was set in.
Well, tell you what. It's against the rules to give you his phone number, but I can tell you that now that he's all but
He's retired?
Dr. Buford spends most of his evenings at his favorite gumbo stand down in the
But he
French
just filled
Quarter.
out an
If you
autopsy
really
form
need to
days
talk to
ago.
him, you can probably
Yeah, he was
find
one
him
day away
there.
from retirement.
Wait, do you know the address?
It's at the corner of Rampart and Domain.
Did you say Rampart and Domain?
I did indeed. Granny Pumpkin's Cajun cooking. They make some darn fine gumbo.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and I'm truly sorry about your loss.
My loss?
That mutual friend of yours and Dr. Buford's?
Oh, right. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Bye.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Bess just happens to be standing at the one street corner of New Orleans where things are happening. Thank God.
Hi, Bess, it's me.
So what's been happening? Tell me everything.
Well, let's see. Since the last time we talked, I was just about getting ready to...
Interesting stuff.
But the reason I called is, I need you to talk to this doctor named Gilbert Buford, who, as it turns out, likes to hang out at a gumbo stand called Granny Pumpkin's Cajun Cookin', which should be right across from our hotel.
You just want me to talk to him?
You don't
That's
want me
it?
to like
Nothing
poison him?
nefarious? No black ops stuff?
He was Bruno Bolet's doctor, and apparently his best friend, too. I just need for you to see if he thinks there was anything weird about the way Bruno died.
What do you mean by weird?
I mean,
As
I
in,
kinda
was he
think
murdered?
Bruno was murdered.
Wow, she said.
Murdered?
I said that as a
By
joke.
whom?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Everyone's a suspect at this point.
Including this Gilbert Buford guy?
Well,
Great, I'm gonna be chatting up Jack the Ripper.
oh, I'm
That's
sure
not.
the guy's fine.
Jack the
but
Ripper didn't kill doctors,
just in
ma'am.
case.
Well, I can see the gumbo stand from our balcony. If he's the guy that's sitting down there, I guess he looks harmless. Okay, I'll go talk to him.
Looks like
Thanks,
a dollar
Beth.
store
Let me know
Colonel
what happens.
Sanders.
Cheerio.
If he has a mustache, I'm gonna lose my mind. Does he look like? Is he
hello,
lit?
young lady.
Okay, he doesn't
How
have the
kind
beard
of you
though,
to grace
and
an
also
old
he's
man
not
with
white.
your lovely
So that helps.
presence.
Are you Dr. Gilbert Buford?
I'm delighted to report that I am indeed.
You don't have any questions about why this stranger knows your name?
Let's throw the phone guy under the
Your
bus.
answering service said I'd probably find you here.
This here is my favorite spot in the whole city. Delicious gumbo, pleasing view, particularly now, I might add.
My
If I
name's
were a
Bess Martin.
doctor, I
I'd
would
like to
keep
ask you
quiet
some
about the
questions about
suspicious
Bruno Bolet,
circumstances
if
of my
that's
friend's
okay?
death
I'd
until
prefer
some
something
teenager
out of a
eventually asked me to
happy
trauma
nature,
dump at a
but
gumbo
I do not
stand.
want to seem inhospitable, so what is it you want to know?
Is it true that Dr. Bolet was your best friend?
Well, now, I was certainly his best friend, but I cannot honestly say that he was mine. Fact is, while socializing with my fellow
He was an
man,
asshole.
particularly with pretty young women such as yourself,
All right,
I
this
would
went
have
to a
some
creepy
pleasure
location,
indeed.
sir.
Bruno was just the opposite. Unfortunately, the older he got, the more numerous his idiosyncrasies became, and the less concern about their negative effect upon others he became.
His idiosyncrasies didn't bother you?
Dude's barely
Now, as
touched
a
his
doctor
gumbo.
of medicine, I am not
I'm pretty
only
sure those crawfish
accustomed
have
to
been sitting on this
dealing with
table
the
for like
abnormal,
an
but
hour
I
and a half.
find that I'm actually drawn to it. I, for one, thoroughly enjoyed Bruno's outlandish personality. Although, at the same time, I fear it may have played a role in his demise. You see, he died of a myocardial infarction, most likely caused by age-related atherosclerosis. Dying of a heart attack is all too common for people who are socially isolated, and Bruno Bolet had most certainly become that.
Did Dr. Bolet ever say anything to you about owning a crystal skull?
Why, yes. Yes, he did. In fact, he showed it to me once. Said it had magical powers. Said owning it was going to allow him to live forever. I thought it was utter nonsense and told him so. Well, he didn't appreciate that at all. Refused to talk to me for a full 2 weeks.
What'd the skull look like?
It was quite beautiful, actually. Life-size, perfect in form and clarity, like a diamond almost. Tell me, Miss Bess, what do you know about that crystal skull?
This friend of mine, who is also a friend of Henry Bolet, you know, Dr. Bolet's great-nephew. Anyway, while she was visiting Henry, she saw this book in Bruno's library about the legendary crystal skulls and was kind of intrigued and thought that since Henry said that you were pretty much Bruno's only friend, maybe Bruno had said something to you about it, and as it turns out, he had.
Only his
That's all I
fifth
know.
bowl of the night? Weak compared to
I
Bess's
see.
record for tonight.
I
Well,
appreciate
much as
that
I'd
Bess's
like to believe
actress
that skull holds the key to immortality,
sounds
I'm afraid
as
Bruno's
harrowed
passing
and
proves it's
unwilling to be
worthless.
here as she should.
Although it would make an attractive paperweight, as I recall. Tell your friend not to give it another thought.
Did they do an autopsy on Dr. Bolet?
No, Given Bruno's advanced age and the absence of any indication of foul play, an autopsy was deemed unnecessary, and the body was cremated according to Bruno's wishes.
Where was Dr. Bolet when he had his MI?
In the foyer of his house, just inside the front door. In fact, I hadn't seen him for a while, so I picked that day to pay him a visit. I walked up to the front door, found it unlocked as usual.
So you literally watched him
and
die.
There he was, lying on the floor in obvious distress. The next thing I know, his housekeeper came running in and started shrieking and carrying on, until finally I sent her out of the room so she could summon an ambulance, and I could once again hear myself think. Well, let's see. Then I knelt down and saw that he wasn't breathing. So I pulled him away from the doorway so I'd have
Why
more
would he
room
have a
to
heart
work
attack
on,
in the
and began
foyer?
chest compressions. I continued until the medics arrived, but nothing they did made a difference either.
As we know, you can only have
Why
heart
would he
attacks
have
in
a
specific
heart attack
rooms.
In the foyer?
That's always been a bit of a puzzlement to me, too.
Do
What?
you remember anything that might indicate what he was doing by the front door? I mean, had he just come in from a walk? Was he wearing a hat? Was he holding anything? Had he dropped something? An umbrella? Sunglasses?
Wait a minute. Why, yes, he was holding something. A piece of paper. And on the floor next to him was an envelope. He must have collapsed while
Anthrax.
reading a letter.
We figured it out.
Do you know what happened to it?
Now, I know the letter was no longer in Bruno's hand when the paramedics arrived, so perhaps he released the letter when I
He
moved
looked
him.
off screen as if
Yet I
someone
do
held
not
up his
recall
next
seeing
line.
it on the floor when they wheeled him out the door. Iggy.
What's icky?
Iggy. Iggy is an iguana Bruno befriended,
Oh,
then
great.
turned loose in his home. It soon developed the annoying habit of stealing paper and stockpiling it in the vent system.
Are you saying an iguana made off with the letter Bruno had been reading?
It would not have been the first time a missing document ended up in Iggy's possession. Renee would periodically call me saying the lizard had absconded with one of Bruno's prescriptions and would I please write her up a
Oh, that lizard wanted him to
In any
die.
case, Bruno once told me he was training Iggy. Said he taught Iggy to retrieve the things it had stolen.
Do you think it's possible that Renee caused Dr.
Jesus
Bolet's death by,
Christ,
say,
Bess.
hoarding the pills from those missing prescriptions and giving them to him all at once?
No. Had he died of an overdose of the medications I had prescribed, the manner of his death would have been quite different. But he died of a heart attack. Of that I am certain. However, I know for a fact that Renee is deeply involved in the practice of hoodoo. And as Bruno's housekeeper, she had ample opportunity to use it against my poor old friend.
You mean hoodoo really works?
Young lady, never, ever underestimate the power of suggestion. If a person believes in something, even on a subconscious level, fantasy can easily become fact.
Literally not how it works, but okay.
Bruno's mind with drink this, don't eat that. This brings good luck, that brings bad, day in and day out. Even if he said he didn't believe a word of it, who knows how much his subconscious was absorbing? He was very old and vulnerable. So could Renee have caused Bruno to have that
This
fatal heart
man is
attack?
going out of his way to
There's
sound
not a doubt
suspicious.
in my mind she could indeed.
I'll let you get back
Okay.
to your gumbo.
It's been a pleasure, I assure you.
I don't see how. All we did was talk about your best friend and how it was kind of weird that he died.
Hello? Hi, Nance. Okay, here's what's been happening at my end.
And that's pretty much it.
Good work. I'll take it from here. Thanks again.
Good luck. Bye.
All right, back to Renee.
Renee, do you know where the iguana keeps everything?
Hello again.
Were you in the house when Dr.
Okay, we're not going to ask her about Iggy, I
I
see.
was indeed. I was in the library cleaning when all of a sudden I heard a big thump. I hurried out to investigate, and sure enough, there was Dr. Bolet, lying by the front door. And as I rushed over to him, the door opened and in walked Gilbert Buford. He took one look at Dr. Boley and hollered at me to call 911. So I ran back into the library and did just that. When I came back out, Gilbert was leaning over Dr. Boley, listening for breathing, I suppose. And then he started pushing up and down on his chest, but it was too late. Even I could tell.
Started
Dr.
pushing up and
Boley
down
was
on his
gone.
chest. Who
How was it
describes
that Gilbert was
CPR
able to
that
just
way?
walk right in like that?
As you
An
yourself
alien that made a
discovered,
crystal
people
skull.
around here seldom lock their front doors during
God,
the
if
day.
that was
You know,
actually the
in
ending of
back
this
of my
game, I take
mind,
back
I have
everything. It's the best
always
game in the
wondered about
series.
Gilbert Buford showing up at the door at that exact moment.
But there was
I'll
another
see you
question
later.
to ask.
Come see me anytime. That was quick.
Why can't we ask about the letter now?
Cool.
I'd better get going.
Thanks for coming by.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
That's funny.
That's what I was going to ask you.
I'll see you
What?
later.
Bye.
Another question?
I've bugged you enough.
It's been a pleasure, I assure you.
Are there new options with Henry, maybe?
Hello?
Happy
What's
birthday,
up?
the
Not
game you
much.
picked sucks on an existential
you?
design level.
Ditto.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Henry, what do you know about iguanas?
Yes?
I'm going to keep looking around.
What?
Whatever.
Guess we gotta find the iguana.
It's not there anymore. Still haven't got the fact that it has eyes creeps me the fuck out. Iguana.
Hi, Nancy.
Hey, Ned.
What's going on?
Bruno Boley's doctor, Gilbert Buford, was apparently Bruno's best friend as well.
Think Bruno told him about the skull?
Yes, in fact, Dr. Buford told Bess that Bruno showed it to him once. But apparently he told Bruno the skull was bogus, and Bruno got a little ticked off. Never showed it to him again.
They said
Well, when
something
it comes
about
to
it going
murdering
into
someone
vents
and
with
making it
Nathan?
look like a heart attack, a doctor's got to be right up there when it comes to suspects.
Don't worry, I've been thinking the same thing.
So what else is going on?
That's about it.
Keep me posted. You got that?
Got
Have
it.
we seen
Bye,
a
Ned.
vent?
Bye, Nance.
How long do we plan on going?
Probably not much longer. I don't think we've seen a vent.
Oh, really can't do shit in this room anymore, huh?
Let's see.
I think right now might be a good time to call it.
Yeah,
Because
because
in
I don't
addition to
know
us
what
kind of
else
hitting
to
a
do.
dead end, my cough is starting to flare up even more. So,
I want to finish this game at some point, but also
so, Joe, while I scramble to get some music together, how about you talk about the rest of the week you got coming up?
it's basically just tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna play some weird Game Boy games, and then I'm gonna play Paper Cut Mansion, and then I will be taking the rest of the year off. And by that I mean I'll be taking next week off.
Got that music. No more. You're not putting any more time into Fire Emblem, right?
Not next week, no.
Yeah. So there's less urgency for me.
And speaking of Fire Emblem, episode 3 of the Fire Emblem stuff will be out tomorrow. So
nice.
Look forward to that.
All right.
Thanks to Matt's editing.
Okay. Joe, because of the way that I have OBS set up, I'm going to have to mute the Discord call while the music plays. So
okay.
Everyone, have a great night. I'm probably gonna do something with streams next week. Don't know what, but I want to do something because I don't have work next week. So we'll figure that out. I'll see you later, guys.